The United States stands to be over 3.797 miles squared, covering vast landscapes from mountains to plains and even harsh winter snow. It would be extremely difficult to find an object in the vastness of this country. What's even more difficult is finding an object that has been buried so deep under the earth for so long that people have spent the past 40 years tooth and nail to find it. You may be wondering what everyone is looking for. Well, unfortunately, that's the secret. No, I'm serious. It's actually the secret. In 1982, a book written by Brian Prius, and I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong, and Sean Kelly, and what was released to the public was a book that no one could have ever been prepared for. Beyond its gorgeous cover lie secrets, puzzles, and thousands of layers of confusion that daze players in their attempt to unlock its true meaning. A fantastic adventure is going to unfold, and it's only up to who chooses to play is when the secret can be found. The book houses a set of 12 paintings accompanied by 12 poems, each more cryptic than the last and unique in its own right. Each duo of painting and poem match together to correlate with a state here in the US. Which state they go to is up for you to solve. When solved correctly, the path will be clear and bring you to your prize. Deep in the earth, a plexiglass box with a smaller handmade box made of pottery can be found. Inside, a small clay key will fall into your hand. When you return the key to the owner, given back to you is a gem worth up to $1,000. People begged to know where to find these treasures, and we almost had all the answers until on July 5th, 2005, Brian Prius tragically died in a car wreck, taking him and his secret to the grave. Now his family carries on the game, and even they do not know where each of the boxes lie. A treasure hunt you cannot even fathom the harshness it brings. As far as 2023, only 3 of the 12 boxes have been found, the last of which being in Boston, Massachusetts in 2019. And what will become important later on is that there may be our very own secret in a state known as Louisiana. Since then, the community has been slowly trying to unearth the mysteries of this hunt, and none have seemed to be able to find these hidden secrets. Until now. Hi, I'm Bam, aka Brinley, and I'm going to find the secret. Well, at least attempt to. Hello all, my name is Brinley. Most people call me Bam, and I'm a student from Louisiana who is a capital P puzzle enthusiast. For the past year, my father and I have been off and on searching for the secret, and now with my junior year coming to a close, I decided I would take you all along for the journey. Whether this video is successful or it's not, I can only help other fellow hunters in the journey to help find their secrets. I kind of planned for this series to be sort of episodic, so of course this would be episode 1. But yeah, I guess we'll see how long it runs, depending on how long it takes me to find this thing. And so yeah, if you happen to have any clues that you find on your own research, send them to my email that's attached to my YouTube channel, and text it in the comment section down below because I will read it. But yeah, I'm very excited. So let's get into it. Please enjoy the looniness that is researching and trying to find the secret. Hello everybody, and welcome to the first episode of The Secret, or Trying to Solve the Secret, Louisiana edition. I'm, of course, Brinley, and welcome to this evening's events of live puzzle solving. So today, I'm going like completely blind into this. It's been a while since I've done research on this topic, so I'm just going to start from the very beginning and sort of like backtrack on everything that I've kind of figured out up till now. And then I would also like to mention that most of these things have already been solved by people working on the puzzle. So I've been trying to avoid other people's stuff just so I can have the joy of finding things on my own. And so, yeah, that's basically, I'm just going to take you through the journey of live puzzle solving and the joy of that. So I would like to focus your attention here on page 49. This is the poem we're going to be looking at. It's titled Jewels Abound. And over here, I don't know if I can zoom in or not. Probably not. LOL. Oh, never mind, I can. Over here is the poem we're going to be looking at, and I'm going to read it for you now. At the place where jewels abound, 15 rows down to the ground, in the middle of 21, from end to end, Only 3 stand watch as the sounds of friends fill the afternoon hours. Here is the sovereign people who build places to shelter their heads for a night. Gnomes admire, fays delight, the namesakes meeting near this site. And yes, oh my gosh, I know what you're thinking. There's a lot to unpack here, so let's kind of take it line by line, and I'll tell you my initial thoughts. And as we go through, those thoughts may change as we find new evidence that supports those things. So let's start with the first line. At the place where jewels abound, well, that's obviously dinging me for New Orleans, and I'll get back to that in just a second. Place where jewels abound, Mardi Gras, beads, that type of stuff really, really hits me in that Louisiana sweet spot, you know. And I guess since I know where the location is, or at least I know where the general vicinity is, it helps me support that just a little bit. 15 rows down to the ground, in the middle of 21 from end to end. I'm not quite sure what to make of that. Not yet. And there's a couple of things, if we go as we're deep diving tonight, we may get some answers or some plausible things to put there, but right now it's kind of a question mark. Only 3 stand to watch. There are a couple of, I really don't know. I don't know about that one either. That one's a bit odd. I remember I had something a while back, but I don't remember. So that's kind of a question mark too. As the sound of friends fill the afternoon hours, here is the sovereign people who build shelter places to shelter the head, blah, 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 the heads for a night. Words. Okay, I do know this one, though. I do know this one. This is actually an excerpt from a book, and I'll probably put that on screen now. I can't recall the title, but this is an excerpt from a book with a hotel, a picture of an old burned down hotel on there. Well, it is burnt down now, but in the picture it's perfectly fine. And that hotel is in New Orleans. So that also gives us a little bit of evidence for where we're going. Gnomes admire, fays delight, the namesake meetings near this site. No, gnomes, I would say, is very whimsical, and the fays kind of just add to that. Fays delight and gnomes admire. Gives me very whimsical feelings. So it may have something to do with some whimsical things, mayhaps. Maybe a garden, maybe near a garden. Maybe there were actually gnomes there in the 80s and they're just not there anymore. So we're going to have to try and figure out a way around that. The namesakes meeting near this site. I'm assuming namesakes may either be something to tie off the poem, or it may be something that is just used. Maybe there's something important that marks like a name that marks exactly where to go. Maybe there's some memorial there or some sort of like placard that we'll find near this site, and that's just pretty obvious near this site. So the namesake meeting is near so maybe the placard's near the site. So I guess I'll go with that for initial rundown of what we got going on here. Moving on, let's kind of look at the painting and analyze some things, and then we'll kind of get into the puzzle-solving discovery portion. So let's take a look here. So here's the painting. Right off the bat is a huge mask. Oh my gosh. Mardi Gras, theater mask. We had sort of like this Renaissance thing, the sleeve going up, very much playing off of the arts. It's very much giving New Orleans arts, stuff like that. So let's take a look-see at some of the things that we can see right off the bat besides this big focal point. Down here, this is the signature of the artist, so we can clock that out. Over here, it kind of looks like a horse or an eagle. More so eagle. I'm not sure. I'm going to go with eagle for now, but I'm not quite sure about that one. Over here, we got this beautiful clock. Wow. So let's try and mark off some of the big features about this face here. We got some numbers here in the corner, and we also got this guy kind of swinging around. And oh, we got some flowers. This one kind of looks like a magnolia. I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. It's this one over by the 29. I don't know if you can see my mouse. I may click it on later, but if you can't, I'm sorry. Over here is a magnolia, which is a state flower. Over here, the other flower, I'm not quite sure. I may do some research to figure out what that one is. Over here we got the clock interface and Roman numerals, maybe? I don't know. Maybe, possibly. That's probably what it is. I just forgot. We got this really nice arch with some stars and a moon and some stuff like that. And big flag here. Preservation. And that's a big token word. We're going to figure out what that means. So yeah, there we go. Those are the initial thoughts for what's happening over here. It's time to get into the discovery and the puzzle solving, shall we say. So initially, I wanted to kind of focus on these numbers first and foremost. I think usually when I see numbers, it can mean one or two things in my brain, either coordinates, something that like some passcode, stuff like that. So I think for the sake of simplicity, since I'm like an hour out from New Orleans and I don't feel like driving there today, would be going on Google Earth really, and taking a look-see and trying to find maybe coordinates. Okay, well, we do know that he buried these boxes in parks, public parks. So, public parks in New Orleans. Where are you? There's Opelousas, Lafayette. There you are. New Orleans. That's a lot of ground. Oh no. Okay, let's see here. Oh, this is not daunting at all. Oh, okay, New Orleans City Park. I don't know if that's public or not. Well, if it's public, people can go in it, right? Probably. That's important. Oh, hello there. Do I know any off the top of my head? Let's try Jackson Square. Or is it Jackson? It's just Jackson Square? Yeah, it's just Jackson Square. Let's give this one a shot here. Ooh! It was coordinates! Or maybe it was 29, 90. Oh, we got 50. Ah, darn. We got 29 and 90. Oh, 19. Oh, I don't know. I may just take the 21 and the 90 and call it a day. It's probably something important with that 19. I just don't know. Or maybe the 19's not a 19 and it means something else. Who knows? Well, it's also very interesting because look at that. It's 29's more north and the 90 is more south. 29's more north and the 90 is south. How fun is that? Oh, I love this. This is my favorite part. Finding something right off the bat. I feel so smart. Let's see here. So, Jackson Square. I say we explore Jackson Square first. While we're here, why not? Let's go down. Let's go take a look. Let's go have a stroll, if you will. Let's go to the front of the park and have a stroll. Let's go have some fun over in Jackson Square. Oh, hi, people. Okay. Let's see here. Jewels abound. That's stuff we got. Only 3 stand to watch. I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. That's really giving me statue. So let's go looking for some statues. Are there any 3-headed or 3 people statues in Jackson? We got this guy over here. Is that Andrew Jackson over on his little horse? I guess you can count the horse as 1 and him as a 2nd, but maybe not all together as 3. That may not work too well in his favor. Oh no, I've stuck myself in the Google view. No! Oh, we got a very lovely day in New Orleans. Let's look around. There's a house over there. Some other stuff over here. Sorry guys, I'm working with one hand because I'm holding the mic. We got like a little flower pot. How nice. I'm not seeing much here. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's a gorgeous location, but I'm not seeing anything that would strike me as influential. Gnomes admire, Faye's delight. There's not, it just feels like a very busy park. And we know that he would probably not bury it in such a busy park. At least in my brain, I don't think you would if you're trying to inconspicuously bury a treasure. So maybe Jackson Square isn't our target. What are some other places? Let's see here. Does it match our coordinates? They look very similar. Wow, that's a little jarring. Yep, 29, 90. Ugh, this time we're at 14 west. which isn't as good. Darn. First off, lovely day. Oh, look at this little guy over here. He's so silly. There's a guy. Normal guy. Is this a grave? I don't know. Or maybe it's just a memorial. Grave, memorial. Ooh, more statues. Hello? Oh! First contender up to the stage. First 3-person statue. 3 stand to watch. Yippee! We're going somewhere now. Or I could be completely wrong. Oh. And we got a headstone here. This is good. We got some namesakes. So it's got namesakes. Ooh, there's another placard over here. More placards. Oh, okay. I guess I just won't see it. That's cool too. That's great. Oh, 90s West. It's not South. I'm a goober. Oh my gosh. I don't know my own directions. Well, I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's see here. Find the painting again and let's observe and compare. Because the artist likes to use things from the surrounding areas to incorporate into the painting. Ooh. This little guy. Hello. I don't know about you guys. But if you tilted this guy slightly, if you gave him a little, don't do that. If you gave him a little makeover, maybe to the side, and just did something, I don't know if I could spin it that well. Maybe I'll fade a picture in on top. It would look very similar to this guy. That's too uncanny. I can't. No, I have to take it. That's some pretty good evidence, if you ask me. That and all puzzle people, we kind of just stretch the truth anyway, because you have to kind of step into the shoes of whoever was making it at the time, and unfortunately, I wasn't born in the 80s, so I wasn't an adult in the 80s. I don't even know what mindset to approach this from. I'm 17. There's not much I got going on in my noggin, TBH. So that's a pretty. No, I'm so excited now. This is great. I'm so excited. Maybe Lafayette. Let's put that down as a possible maybe. After some pondering, I did have one other place in mind, and it's really giving arch. And it's called Armstrong something. Louis Armstrong Park. And we're gonna go over there because there is a huge arch at the entrance. It's like right over here, I'm telling you. It's like right here. That kind of reminded me of like the clock in a sense. Y'all see that, guys? That's pretty good. You see? Yeah. Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? And the stars and stuff like that. And this glows at night, by the way. I don't know if there's a picture of the Armstrong arch at night, but it glows at night. So it kind of, the stars glow in the sky and there's an arch, and it made sense in my head. Maybe a bit far-fetched, but hey, who knows? Okay, I'm gonna go explore because I wonder if Armstrong Park part of the park has any 3 people statues. And there's only one way to go exploring, and that's just to drop yourself and go explore, unfortunately. Now I'm acting. Oh no! Well, that was easy, wasn't it? I was about to start complaining about having to go take a walk, but I'm not actually walking. Folks, I think Lady Luck is just on my side today. Wow-wee. 3 people stand to watch. We got an arch. That's some pretty good evidence, if I do say so myself. Now we're kind of breaching into, and of course at 29.90, that's a bit closer to 29 and 90. Now I don't really know what to do. I guess, looking at this painting, I don't know if this little guy looks like the trumpet guy. Oh, wait! Isn't the Performing Arts Center right around here? Hold on. That would be, like, swag-tastic. Hold on, help me remember that spot right there. Oh, okay. So, I don't know how to say that. Mahalia Jackson Theater for Performing Arts is right around here. Hold on, let me see if that's the same. Is that the same building? Yeah, there we go. That's pretty uncanny. Yes, Good, good, good. That kind of performing arts mask, the little sleeve, the theater. Now the question is whether or not Mahalia Jackson Theater, do we have any history on that? Huh. They do have a website. Let's take a look at that. Oh, it's a pretty website. Free promo. Just kidding. Let's see here. Does it have a date for when it was open? Do we have an about section? The theater. Let's see here. Our theater. 1973. Okay, perfect. So that means it was here when the guy was here planting boxes. Perfect, perfect. There's a picture of it right there, guys. Nice. That's great. So now I feel like now I'm having a bit of a precognition. I think it may possibly be Armstrong. Now, granted, what to do with that information, Armstrong is a huge area to cover, and I can't exactly dig up the entire park, so now I guess it's time to try and figure all that out. Ugh, okay. Okay, so for the sake of simplicity and my brain physically unable to remember things, I started making a Canva presentation to record everything. So here is a layout that we've been looking at Armstrong Park modern day. But here are some original blueprints, actually, that I pulled from an essay that show what Armstrong Park looked like during that time. And then also here's a nicer version of said thing over here so I can look at it. But yeah, over there's Congo Square. There's Mahalia Jackson. I don't know what municipal. I'm gonna have to do a lot of grammar or speaking. Oh my gosh, all of it. I need all of it. Ugh. Okay. So right there is where the three guys statue is. There's the arch. There's Mahalia. Maybe somewhere around Lagoon? Like a cross point. I'm gonna go searching for plaques. That's what I'm gonna do. Something that's namesake. I'm gonna do a little bit of history lesson. Let's go, guys. Let's go do some history. I would assume there's probably a lot of plaques around here, especially next to that statue. Where was it again? No, I've lost my place. That blob looks familiar. I'll go with it. I'll bite. Yeah, there it is. Okay. There is a plaque. Whether I'll be able to see it or not, I'm not sure. That doesn't help me any. Darn nabbit. It's definitely gotta be in here, y'all. I'm not even joking. Oh, gosh. I wonder what 15 rows means. That's a bit odd. I don't know what any of that means. Maybe something to do with this building? This looks very rosy. Maybe trees. I don't know if these trees were here. I can't really count on shrubbery here, unfortunately. I need to count on things that won't change over time, unfortunately. How long have these light posts been here? Can I count the light posts? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. Okay. It can't be buried in the concrete. It's got to be buried in grass. Is there a grassy patch? Which doesn't help me a lot, because I'm not trusting on my gut. I need to have actual evidence that supports this, but I don't know why. My brain is like, ooh, this area is nice. That is because it's like right there next to this. It's like a cross section between the statue and it's like right next to the arch. I don't know why this plot of land seems super suspicious to me. I've decided to go on New Orleans' official website to kind of do some history deep diving and figure out some important places within here. There's the main gallery, cool stuff. Let's see, blog post. Located within Congo Square. In the southern corner of Armstrong Park is Congo Square, an open space where the enslaved and free people of the color gathered throughout the 19th century for meetings, open markets, and the African dance and drumming. I need to know more about the drumming celebrations that played a substantial role in the development of jazz. Oh, fun. Local voodoo practitioners still consider Congo Square a spiritual base and gather at the square for rituals. Interesting. Let's go take a look-see and try and find Congo Square. I don't quite know what it looks like. Where did it say it was again? In the southern corner. Ah, so it's in a corner. Maybe not that. Oh, is this also the park? Is this Congo Square? This is a very large square. May I go in the thing, please? Maybe there's a plaque. Oh, wow. What a pretty area. I would love to just sit here. It's pretty. Ooh. Where am I? Oh, look. That looks very similar. Ah, yeah. This is Congo Square. Okay. Yeah. I know where I'm at now. This is Congo Square. Okay. Lots of concrete. And he didn't bury things in the shrubbery. It was in grassy fields to avoid getting it lost or something of that nature. I don't remember. Well, I know where Congo Square is. I don't think that'll help me too much. Darn. It seems to be an important... Oh, look at this nice building. Oh, there's people playing! How fun! You get it, guys. 15 rows. Is 15 rows? 1. Hold on. Oh gosh, I can't count. No, this doesn't help. 9, 10. No, okay, that doesn't help. Darn. Huh. It's a very interesting development we've got here. Okay. Are there any other important places within the park? What is this little house area? Does someone live here? That'd be very cool to live in such a nice and fancy park, wouldn't it? Oh, I can go in there. Maybe it's not a home. Maybe somebody's not living there, because I don't think they would allow Google Earth to get so close to somebody's house. Maybe. Well, that's as far as that'll take me. Thanks. Thanks, Google Earth 2012. Ah, what are you? What is this place? What do you do? What is your purpose? Ah, what is this for? What do you want from me? Hold on. Oh, I could check the thing here. Ah, haha. New Orleans Jazz National Historic Park. Oh, is this like split into it? What do you want here? Is this like a house? Or is this like a museum? It may be a museum. That could very well maybe a museum. Huh. Oh, I figured out who this guy is. Our little 3 trumpeter man is... Oh, never mind. I'm a liar. It's not that. LOL. Haha. Okay. Maybe if this is a important area, Jazz Quarters, Phillip Street. I feel like I'm missing something that I should be seeing, but I don't know what. I wonder what this 19 is for. Even then, is it 19? Is it something else? And what's with this pointing upwards? Is there a placard that says preservation somewhere and I just haven't found it yet? Huh. What is your purpose, Arrow? Or your Midnight? What does it mean? What does it mean? And I do want to know what 15 rows also means, because that's not helpful either. I think I'm pretty confident it's in Armstrong. I'm almost 1,000% confident, actually. After this episode, I can confidently say this is in Armstrong Park. Now, the question being, where in Armstrong Park? I guess that's something we'll have to leave up to the next episode of this next deep dive, because I genuinely do not know where to go from here. And I think I may just need to sit down and look at it and dig into some history facts, because... Oh! Is that what it says? There's a sign. But somebody's golf cart. Yeah, historical park. I think this is all gated off. I think this may be a museum. Yeah, it's got wheelchair accessible stuff. It's definitely a museum. Okay. I could be so wrong. If somebody in the comments who lives in New Orleans is just like, no, you're wrong, that would be very helpful, because I don't know where to go from there. Alright, guys. This was Armstrong National Park. Louis Armstrong National Park. And yeah. This is the deep dive of The Secret. What? And we're done deep diving for the day because I'm tired. If you find something, or if this helped you any, let me know in the comments down below. I love you all, and have a good evening. This is Bam signing off. Yippee! Bye!